I'm Tori, and today I'm going to be reviewing It Ended Badly, 13 of the Worst Breakups in History. This book was written by Jennifer Wright, and I listened to the audiobook narrated by Hilary Huber. This book was so much fun. It's my favorite kind of history book. When I was in high school, I thought I hated history because it just seemed like memorizing a bunch of names and dates and talking about wars and when they happened and who fought on what side, and that stuff is important, but it's not the most interesting thing about history to me. This book is written like a series of little mini biographies that just talks about people and what their lives might have been like and how fascinating that is. It feels almost like reading a magazine or watching a TV show. So this is definitely not an academic historical book, but it is so entertaining and it makes all the characters just come to life so much, and it's just amazing to hear them described like real people, and it makes me want to learn about all of these people so much more. The writing style was very saucy and fun, and then the narration was also amazing. Hilary Huber had this great voice, and she made everything just sound so interesting and like the episode of some amazing TV show. I loved learning about all these different famous people. The book goes in chronological order, so it starts kind of back in ancient Rome, and then it ends in about the 50s or 60s, and it just goes through different couples and their bad breakups and what happened, and it'll just kind of talk about those people's lives and how they interacted, and it really makes you feel like history isn't that different than modern day life, and people are fundamentally people and haven't really changed over the last couple thousand years, and we all still kind of want the same things and react to things in the same ways. And this book is even funnier because it's kind of written like a manual for someone going through a breakup, which you absolutely don't have to be to enjoy this book. It's hilarious no matter what. But it just kind of keeps reminding you that no matter how crazy you are and how many weird things you've done, there's definitely someone out there who's done crazier and weirder things. And it's just so interesting. Some of these stories are hilarious, some of them are kind of sad. They're all very intriguing, and they make all of these people throughout history feel so vivid and alive. I think my favorite chapters were the one about Eleanor of Aquitaine and Henry II. I'd seen The Lion in Winter, but I don't know anything else about Eleanor of Aquitaine, and her life was so fascinating. It was amazing to hear about all the things she did and the ways she interacted with people, and I would love to know more about her now. I also loved the chapter on Oscar Wilde and Lord Alfred Douglas. I've never read anything by Oscar Wilde, but reading about his life and hearing about all this stuff that happened makes me really want to go pick up one of his books now, so I will definitely be doing that in the near future. And then the last chapter was about Debbie Reynolds, Eddie Fisher, and Elizabeth Taylor, and I love old movies, and so it was great to read about that. Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher were Carrie Fisher's parents, and Elizabeth Taylor kind of broke up their marriage, so it was really interesting to hear about that. And my favorite part of it was that after Elizabeth Taylor and Eddie Fisher broke up, then Debbie Reynolds and Elizabeth Taylor became friends, and I just thought that was so great. All of the characters in this book were so fascinating. I would highly recommend that you read it. Jennifer Wright has this amazing way of making history feel so entertaining and so exciting. And now I definitely want to find more history books that she has written because she makes it so much fun to learn about the past.